Hi everybody, welcome to Carnation Crafts. I'm Laura. We've got Taz next door. Oh,
Good morning.
good morning everybody. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and happy New Year's Eve. I have to keep reminding myself it is New Year's Eve today. So I hope you've got plans for today. Let us know what you're doing today if you've got, and let us know if you've had any crafty Christmas presents as well. It'd be so nice to hear if you've had anything, maybe carnation of Christmas. But I'm very excited to be here today because we've got Naughty Pets here, which is the most adorable, well, adorable, but you know, they're a bit naughty set that we've got. So you've got, it's almost like torn paper, so it could be like the wallpaper. Don't you love those videos you see of pets when they like the owners walk in and the sofa's completely destroyed or the head is through the door or something. So you've got all of those elements in here to build into. So you can see you've got the hole, you've got paper, it could be curtains, wallpaper that they've pulled out. And then you've got those pets then in kind of naughty poses that they're doing. So you've got the cat trying to pull on something, the dog could be ripping something. And then you've got that dog's head as well. So you could put that through the hole. And then you've got the shelf, you've got glasses that they could have knocked over. And then you've got the elements on the floor that they've obviously ripped or they've broken, and Taz has just told me 20% of this is already gone and we've literally just come onto air with it. I know over Christmas, because we've had a bit of a break, people were asking quite a lot for sneak peeks of this, so I think it's going to be a popular one, but we'll show you the board so you can see absolutely everything that you're getting in here. Look at these. Oh, they're so cute. They are so cute. So you've got this hole and you can see that it's perfectly sized for the dog's little head to come through that. And I mean, look at his face. It's that type of thing where you see that he's caused so much destruction, but then you look at his face and you're just like, oh, I just can't be mad at you. And then you've got elements then that you can build into these so that you can see like these tears in the paper. So you can add those into here. You can see you've got other bits here. So this could be like the destruction that they've left that you're going to have hanging around. You can also add these in as well to build those up, so you can build them in. You've got the glasses here, so you've got the glass, the beer bottle or the wine bottle, and you've got the wine glass, so obviously you could have those scattered around, and you've almost got the shelf as well, so they could have knocked them off. You could have your naughty cat sat on the shelf and all these are going to be on the floor. You've got this cat here, which has obviously been designed perfectly to be pulling on the paper or ripping into something. And especially when I show you the samples the design team got, if you've got other collections of Carnation, this works so well with. And then you've got the dog, and you can just see he is pulling on something. You were going to have something there that he's going to be pulling on, and you're going to have all this destruction around him ready to go. Or you could have maybe you put one in the kitchen and one in the utility room, and you've got that's going to be the door. So they couldn't be apart from each other, so you've got one sticking his head out. They're just absolutely adorable. But I'm going to show you some of the samples because the design team have done such a good job with this. Look at these. How adorable is that? That's just, it's the face as well of like, I can't be mad at you. They're just so cute. You would not, Taz. Taz has just said in my ear that she would be mad, but you wouldn't. Look. And if you're wondering, Taz, so I've just shown this, and Taz just said that she would not be mad at her cat because her cat can get away with anything. And then she's just seen the glass of red wine, so she said he could not get away with that and not the red wine. But the sentiments that you can see, because they are they've got little puns in them to the cats and the dogs. I think, are they available on the website, Taz? I think they are. I think they are a download that you can have. And then we've got, oh, I think we're going to have to come out for this one. Look at this. And this just shows perfectly how bringing it in with other elements that you have already, how perfectly does that work? And that almost like a shelf. You could use that as skirting board there. And look at this one. I think that they are a download because I've got, one sec. Ta-da! So I'll show you them in a minute. Let's go through the samples first and then you can see what the sentiments are. Look at this one. Oh, he's so cute. He is just absolutely adorable. Look at that. How cute. Well, I say cute, but you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? You get angry for all of like 10 seconds and then you just laugh about it. And it's a funny story that you tell all the time. My dog constantly would wreck his bed, her bed, all the time. It wouldn't matter what bed it was, it would get destroyed. But, you know, these are the things you do. Right, so the sentiments are on the website. And they will come to you like this. So you've got your sentiment sheet. So, and they are, oh, she's coming in so you can see that. So they're all worded to go with the collections. You know, being cute is easier than being good. I hope that wasn't important. You know, they work perfectly with the collection. So you've got lots of different ones on here. So, and I love the fact they've spaced them out as well. So you can easily fit dies into these as well. So if you've got nesting dies, if you've got tags, you can cut these out and you've got space there to put them in. Or equally, if you're making like aperture cards as well, you'll have space to put those in. So you've got everything you need there. Obviously, you're going to go onto the website as well and do your download, which I think I have one here. I do. So you download, so you can see you get a lot on there. You've got all of those to download, to print out, and you've got everything on that sheet. So obviously this is the one that's not mirrored, and then you'll get the mirrored one as well. So your mirrored one, this black line, you're going to fold that in half like so. So you've got them on each side. So when you cut these out like so, you'll have them on both sides. So for me, it depends what you're going to do. Obviously, if you cut this one out, it's going to be white on the other side. But then this one, you're going to get them on both sides. So sometimes, you know, I've put them on cards where I use the back because I want to face in the other way than it was intended. So it depends what you're going to do with them, how you're going to use them. So let's make a demo. So I'm just going to pop, I've messed my pile up now. Pop that up there. And we're going to start with our card. So we've got a card and I've got some perfect paper. So I've gone for this lovely green colour. So we've got that. We're going to pop this on there and we're going to use some foam tape to pop this on. So just to add a bit of height in these layers, we're going to go with green. And then we're going to go in with white on top of that layer then. So pop that there so don't make too much of a mess, which is not like me because I'm normally a very messy crafter. I think we all are. And then we'll add that on top of that like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use that dye that's almost like the paper. It could be curtains. I think depending on what colours you use with it and how you use it in your project, it can be a lot of different things. We're going to use that and we are going to use it like paper. So I'm just going to stick this white sheet down first. Pull that off there. I love the Carnation's foam tape because the back comes off so easy. Right, so what we're going to do now is I've cut this out and I've cut it out twice in the same colour green. And then you've got the tear strip. So this die that I was going to show you, but I can't find. All I can hear is Taz laughing. She's like, what are you looking for? So this die gives you all of those tear strips in one. So you're going to run that through. And the lovely thing with this is you can place it wherever you want it to be. So if you want the cat at the bottom and you want it to look as if they've just teared the bottom, you could do that. You can mix it up in lots of different ways. So this now, we're going to pop. Oh, and I needed to die cut that first. Is going to sit on there. And then what I'm going to do, oh, well, actually, I don't need to do that now because I haven't cut it. We're going to do it like that, so it looks as if the cat has pulled the paper down. So I'm going to glue that bit, and I'm going to fold it over on itself. So it looks as if it's come down. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back. How shall I use? No, I'll just use glue. The day is working. Look, it's Tuesday. Oh, I should have crossed that out and gotten like a permanent marker and put New Year's Eve on there. Yeah. That could have just been my New Year's Eve one. Right, I'm just going to put a little bit of foam on the back of there. And right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that about there, stick that down there, so it looks as if it's curled off, so it looks as if it's pulled it down like that. And then what we could do is stick that one there as well and cut it, or should we leave it off? I was asking you, yeah. Oh, right. So, next thing we're going to do now is add in these pets. So I'm going to grab some Pinfla. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these in first so that I kind of know where I am. So I'm going to add him or her, but there. So obviously it looks as if, oh, so it looks as if he's pulled those down. So Taz has just said we need names. We always ask for names as well. And I didn't even think of asking for names. Okay, so we need names. So we've got 2 cats and 2 dogs. So we need 4 names. I'm not even going to bother asking you, Taz, for a name. Because you name everything Cuthbert for some reason. Cuthbert. Ah, yeah, but is we didn't even check. Is that because of the I can't, oh my gosh, caterpillar. Can I not say caterpillar? Do you know what was coming out was calculator? I mean, you know, because I use a calculator every single day. Right, so I've got a little tag that is going to go on top. But before we stick that down, I've got some of these tear elements that we've used. So these are the die bits. And I'm not going to even pick all these up because they are so small, but they look perfect. Can you see? Oh, she's coming in. She's coming in. Look at them. Ooh! I mean, I think I did quite well then. And even they have got those cut lines in. So even those have got that detailed lines in. You've got the detail, even in something as small, even these ones have got little detailed cut lines in. Oh, right. So we're going to stick some of these on before I lose them. So let's get some glue. Come on. Right. A bit of glue on there. And wherever there. So we're gonna stick this down. So just dab a bit of glue on there, and I'm gonna pop this by here so it looks as if he's made a bit of a mess. And then I'm gonna pop a little bit of this in his paw or her paw. So it looks as if he's been up to something. And then the other thing I'm going to do is the negative, so the waste that's come out of this. I've saved a little bits of them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that in his paw. So you've got that 3D bit there, and then I'm just going to add in little bits of the shredded paper, or the, you know, it could be the shredded curtain or anything on the floor, just so it looks as if these have been naughty and have made a bit of a mess. And do you know what? So when my dog passed away, I think it was about 6 years ago now, but when I was crafting, she'd always have to sit right under my craft table, and she would always end up with the die cut bits all over her. All the time, but she would not sit under my desk, okay? So I'm going to put bits of paper on their tail. So I'm just going to add little bits like this. So these small little bits you can add in. But you can have so much fun with these and build them up and make different scenes. And then I'm just going to go in with, oh, one more bit if I can hold it. But there. Right, and then we're going to add this tag in. I've glued a bit right to my finger, as you do. Right, add this tag in, and then we are done. So I'll just put a bit of tape on here. So we're just going to raise these elements up, because obviously we've got that tag now, the tag. We've got that paper this raised, so I'm just going to raise this up just so it's got a point of difference from that. So that's just going to layer on there, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing just to make this stand out a bit from the rest of it. And then we are done. But you could easily go in now and add bits else in there. And the lovely thing, if you cut these out with the mirrored vignettes, you can have them facing different ways. So it looks like, so you could add two of that cat facing the opposite ways, and it looks as if you've used two separate dies, when you haven't. You've just used the same one, but you've used the mirrored vignettes. Oh. No. Look. Oh, okay, so are you reading these? Oh, so Taz is going to read us some comments.
Hello, everybody. So we've got the lovely, inspirational Michelle, Laura, who's commented in.
Oh,
so
hi, Michelle.
She says, hello, ladies. I love the dog's head. The banner would be good as a bookmark. And she said, Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. And then Michelle's also gone on to name the dogs and cats.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got Claudia and Charlie for the cats. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then we've got Dennis and Dandy for the dogs.
Oh, they're nice names.
Wouldn't think of Dandy. Dandy's a good name. And then we've got Amelia, who says, Happy New Year. Hope the next year will be as good as this one, so we can get lots of Carnation crafts collections. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. And then over on Facebook, we've got the lovely Suzanne Page, who's commented in. She said, Hi, Laura and Miss Taz. Happy New Year. Staying on the naughty step into the new year. I have a cushion, snacks, and a gin and tonic.
Ah, Lovely.
Oh, give me a gin and tonic any day. Then we've got Audrey, who says, another lovely set to go nicely. Now, you wouldn't have seen this, Laura, but we did a dogs and a cats collection this year. So she's saying, with my set of cats I have ready, so cute, love them. Suzanne has gone on to say Snoopy and Jason for cats.
Oh,
and then we've got Sam Smith. Then we've got Sam Smith, who says Laurel and Hardy for the naughty cats. Brilliant.
That's really good. Oh. Right, so if you do want to grab the Naughty Pets die set, it is on a show price. Is that going up at midnight? Yep, till midnight tonight. So it's $22.99. You'll have your postage on top, but it is on a show price. It is such an adorable set. And when you look at it, like some of the comments we just had, you're going to think of so many other collections that you can use this with, like the samples we've shown you, the design team made. There's so many different ways that you can use these. Are we doing the board or samples? So we'll go through the samples and you can get a better look, because you've got the two different cats in there. So you've got one of them lying down like this. So you could be knocking things over. He could be lying down playing with all the mischief that he's made. So many different ways that you could use these, and with the cups as well. So you've got those included. And then you've got the lovely dog. Look at him tearing up the paper as well. So you've got all the elements in there as well to actually do things like the paper, like this one. Oh. And this is why I said I was supposed to have die cut first, because when you die cut this bit, it gives you these folds at the top. I'll have to just do it on a piece of card so I can show you. So when you die cut, the waste leaves you with these two elements, so you can fold these out so it looks as if it's actually been torn out of that page, if that makes sense. And Taz has just told me we've got a stock update. A quarter of the stock has gone. You kept singing it as I was talking, so I couldn't hear you. Right, next one we've got the lovely dog's face. So we've got the dog's head popping through that hole. He's just, oh, do you know when you look at it like that? It almost looks like he's made like a heart shape. Oh, so you could have it for Valentine's. Like it does, doesn't it? It looks like a little, it was an accidental heart. Right, this one, again, super adorable. You've got them on the chair. You've got the elements there with the glasses, the beer bottle, the wine glass. So you can see he's getting up to mischief there, trying to knock them over. And even in this one, look, where you're bringing in other elements that you've got, but bringing in these dies to make those tears in the curtains. So it looks as if he's gone in and cut them out as well. But we've also got the free sentiments that you can download. So when you go over to the website, so if you've purchased this, click on the downloads and click to download your vignettes. But you also get, so your vignette colorway is free, but you're also going to get these sentiments in there as well, which work perfectly with the collection. It is separate, so you're going to have to, will it come up under the collection though? Right, so if you type in Naughty Pets, this will come up, but it is a separate download to the vignettes. So you're going to have to download this. But, love is a four-legged word. See, they go with the collection so well. Naughty, not meow. I'm not even going to try and... No. So you've got so many different ones in here that are going to go with it. Naughty list. Oh, I just done that one, didn't I? Too cute to be naughty. Have a possum birthday. Being cute is easier than being good. I hope that wasn't important. I ate the naughty list. They're absolutely adorable little quirky little sentiments that will go with the collection. Even like home is where the pet is. So you've got lovely sentiments in there, but you've also got your vignettes as well. So you can go over and download them. Right, so the next demo we're going to do, we are going to do the dog. And what I want to show you now is we're going to use the one with the head. So I've gone ahead and I've cut out the hole, essentially, of where his head is going to stick out. Now, if I come over to the other camera, so you can see that when this cuts out, can you see all the cracks? So all those detailed lines, you've almost got like cracks as if he's broken the wall or he's broken the door that he's coming through. So can you see all those detailed lines? So you've got all of them. So you've got details in that bit. So it's not just the outline of that and it cuts out. You've got all those details to add in to the design. And then what I've done, can't pick it up. Right, so I've got my perfect papers and some white cardstock, and they are just going to sit on top of each other like that to frame that circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of foam on the back of here, just to raise this up. I do love this foam. What I find about this as well is it's the perfect size. Like, it's the perfect width. I find, you know, sometimes, like, in the past, I think I've tended to buy thicker foam because I think, like, wider foam. So, and then I always end up having to cut it down into small bits. Do you know, for like things like this? Or like if I just want a little bit in there. Right, so let's make sure I've still got that the right way around. I don't think I do. Right, so that's good. So that's going to fit there. So I've got that now, a frame in that circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some foam on the back of this, so that our head, when we put that dog's head in there, it's going to just have a bit of shade in there, because you're going to have a bit of like natural shadow from this then. So it's not going to be, it's just going to add that little bit extra in. So what I'm going to do, actually what I'll do is, should we try putting it the right way around? I'm going to stick that onto there first, and then stick it on. So I'm going to add in some foam around this circle, because obviously I want it to stick to this part, and then I can stick it to this before I stick it to the card. Obviously, if you were doing this at home, you'd probably have just done it in the layers as you would go in, instead of trying to do it all at the end, so it would have been a lot easier. But you know, you make things work, don't you? Right, so I stick that on there. Let's pull these off. And then I'll stick this onto that, and then we can stick the lovely dog's head there, so he looks as if he's peeking through whatever mischief he's been up to. So that's going to go there. And then this will go on the back of there. So what was the dog's name that we had? Dennis and Dandy. Spot and Ben, Dennis and Dandy. They are good names, aren't they? Right, so that's going to go on there. And then we've got, look at him. Oh, he is so cute. So cute. So he's just like, it's the face of like, I'm just so happy you're home, and you're just looking at the mess that he's made, and he's just like, you're home, and you're just like looking at the big hole in the door and being like, what have you done? Look. So what we're going to do then is now this, you could use this as a skirting board. So if you were using it with the wallpaper, you can see how that's going to fit perfectly around the edge to be a skirting board. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it along the edge of this circle. My glue is not gluing today. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because it's been in the car all night and it's been so cold. It's just gone cold. Right, so I'm going to pop that there. So I'm going to use it almost like a shelf. So that's going to sit there. And then we're going to bring in our cat. And they almost think, like, to me, when I use these, it's almost like a story. I almost feel like he knows the cat is in the other room and he just wants to get to the cat. So I'm going to add in a bit of pin flare on there. So we're going to pop him or her about there. And then we're going to bring in our beer bottle and our wine glass. And we're going to pop these in. So I'll just add a little bit of glue on there. That is going to sit there. This is going to go there like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some little bits in his paw. So like all that mess that dog has just made, all those elements that have just fallen down where he's burst through, are going to be resting for there. So the cat's obviously decided to play with them. And then even these, look at the detail. You've even got the vignettes for these, for the little bits of paper or whatever it's going to be that they've pulled through. You've got the detail there for that as well. So we're going to pop that down on there like that. So it looks like he's made a right old mess. Look, oh, look at his face. He's so cute. He's just, it's that face, isn't it? When you walk through the door and he's like so happy to see you. That is the face. Like, you're home. Give me food. Yeah, where's my treat? Give me something. Right, are you reading them?
I am reading them.
Taz is going to read some comments.
So Michelle responded to Suzanne, who said she had the gin and tonic, and said, my kind of woman. I concur. And then she's also given us more inspiration and said, on the door, we could cut a square, like leave the top uncut.
Yeah.
And it could be a cat flap for the naughty cat.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Knocked it out of the park again. And then over on Facebook, we've got Linda, who said, good morning, Laura, Miss Taz, and all the Carnation Army. Bit late, because she's been walking a dog.
Oh.
In the wet and windy weather. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. And then finally, we've got Rebecca Wilson, who says, morning, ladies, loving the naughty cats.
Oh, they're so cute, aren't they? They are absolutely adorable. Right, so if you do want to grab the Naughty Pets Crafter Select, it is $22.99. You can see you get a lot of dies in there that you can really build up a scene and tell a story with. You've got the 2 dogs and the 2 cats that you can build up and equally work them together as well. You've got all of the elements there for the broken paper, or like the mess that they're going to make. You've got the, should we go just show the board so they can see exactly what you've got? So this is everything that you're going to get in that collection. So this is the element that you could use to make things like wallpaper. So this element here, you can see that bit is the part that stays into your card. So that when you die cut it, these bits, you can fold them out to make it look as if it's actually been teared out of the paper, which is just so cool. And then obviously the next bit is this bit that you cut out. So then you can use these dies to add in those tears, and this does come as one solid die as well. That's the die that I showed you just now, which is so nice because you don't want lots of teeny tiny little dies like that. It comes as one piece, so you can just pop that on, and then you're going to get all of those tears then in your cardstock. You've also got the dog hole, but equally you could use it just as with the cats as well. And you've got those elements in there like cracking, as if where he's broken through the door and you've cracked the wood. Obviously you've got the dog head then that fits perfectly in there. You've got the glasses, you've got the wine, you've got the beer bottle. Now this could be the shelf, it could be the skirting board. Like I used it just now like a shelf. You could see in this sample it's been used on the bottom like a skirting board. So bring in other elements that you could bring in to use with it. And Taz has just said you could use it like a frame on a door. So if you've got a door die, you could use it like that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Taz is crafting today. Then you've got the two naughty cats, and you can see they've got different poses as well. So one is going to knock something over or is playing with something in his hand, and then the other one you can see is upright. So he looks as if he's upright, like pulling, making these tears into this paper or ripping something. And then you've got the dog then. There's also, you can see by his stance, he's down, he's pulling or playing on something. So you could have things in his mouth that he's pulling on or playing on, like with these elements here, or it could even be these. So you could add all them in. But I'll show you some more of the samples the design team have done, because they've done such a good job. This is Janine. I had to start with the biggest one, sorry Taz. I said I had to start with the longest one first. I was like, sorry. But I said sorry and you weren't even listening, so I don't know why I bothered. Right, so this one's Janine. And do you know what? Just because you're being mean, this one is Janine again. Look at that. And then we've got another one here by, oh, are they all Janine? Janine. Yeah, I think they are. Janine's been busy. I love it. And do you know what? This is such a nice example of showing you how you can use it with other things. So think of the, like all the doily dies or all the nesting dies, all the frame dies that you've got at home already. Even just adding in elements like that, they work perfectly with other collections as well. So is that, yeah, it's Janine. So they must all be Janine. Again, this is the winter collection. So this one's not that old. I think this is like almost a month old. Winter's Light. So yeah, it's not even a month old yet, is it? It was the start of this month, wasn't it? And then, look. I love that with the chair. Just sitting there. So cute. And you can see, look, he's grabbing things. He's ready to knock them over. Ready to go. Okay, so Taz has got some comments for us.
Yeah, so just to say, Audrey has just messaged and said, just had the word that my set has been processed soon to be on its way.
Of this?
We launched this.
Wow.
39 minutes ago. You can hear them busy in the warehouse.
They have been busy in the warehouse. Right. What did we do? What was the last one we did? Right, let's do a different one. A dog. The way you said that then, it was a dog. It was just the way you said it. It was like so. I'm not bullying you. How rude. I can hear you. Right. Let's get these out of there. Because I've got all these little paper bits that I don't want to lose. Right. Let's make this. So this one we're going to use the two of them. And we're going to mix these up. Just move them out the way. Put them there so I don't lose it. Right, so I've made just a little card shape. Teeny tiny little card. And we're going to mat and layer this. So I've gone for like this creamy orangey colour, just so it ties in with the dogs. So we kind of same colourways that we're going with. So this now you're going to pop on again using the Carnation foam tape. We're going to add just a little bit of foam on the back of here, and then we're going to glue that first layer down. So stick that on there. So we'll glue this on there. And then our next layer, so I've cut this slightly smaller. This is going to go on there. So I'm just going to place that roughly there so I can, oh, I'm going to run out of tape. Have I got another one? One sec. Oh, Taz. I might be okay. I might be okay. If not, it's fine. I'll use pin flour. It's fine. Right, so I'm just going to pop this. Oh, I've moved that now, look. Right, so I'm going to pop that on there. So that is just going to fit on there now. And I've turned it round and put the foam tape on that way so I can see where the card finishes, so I don't put foam past where I need it to go. So that's going to go on there like that. And then we've got our next layer where you can see now we've put the die in there. So I've got the shape of that hole that obviously the dog has made with his head peeking through, see what's going on. So we've got that there. And I know, I'm just going to use these last little bits. Well, you can tell I like it, because I've got 3 empty rows there, look. Right, so let's pop this on there. So just adding a bit of foam into that layer so it's raised up away from the next one. So that's going to go there like that. Thank you. And then we're going to pop that one there. So we've got that raised layer now. So you can see you've got that depth there ready to go. So what we're going to do next, we're going to put the dog in, but we're going to do some cutting. So we're going to cut out the dogs. So let's cut out the one that we've got laying down. So we've got our dog, so we're going to cut out this one here. Okay, so we're going to pop that on there, and I'm just going to, oh, I don't know where my double-sided tape's gone. No, I do not need double-sided, it's not that, it's the, oh, I've got it. It's the low-tack tape. I didn't know where it had gone, but I've got it. Right, so we're going to pop that on there. So you'll see when you get, because you know, there's people watching at home that obviously probably haven't done this before. So when you get them home, you'll see they've got a bleed line. So if you look at them and you think, well, they don't look like what Laura was using on air, like look at the detail in that compared to this one. It's because they've got a bleed line on. So the bleed line will go around the image. So what that means is you're going to pop your dye on here. And what you're going to do is you're just going to pop that on until you've got an even, almost like a halo going around the dye. But even if you don't line that dye up properly and it moves, because you're not going to get that harsh white line, you can still use it. So that's why you get that bleed going around. So I'm just taking some of the tack. How much have we got? So and Taz has just told me 30% has just gone. Right, so just take a bit of that tack off there. So I do use tape to hold that down because obviously I don't want that to move. And then we're gonna pop this through our machine. Now you don't need an A4 die cutter machine for this there. So if you sat at home thinking, I've never used Carnation before, I haven't got an A4 die cutter machine, you don't need an A4 die cutter machine for this one. As long as your die cutter machine will cut obviously thin metal dies, then obviously you can use this, but you don't need to have an A4 plate for this one. So I'll pop that off, and then when I take this out of there, so you can see now from this one to that, so that is what's going to give you all of these detailed lines in the die, and it's going to crisp that image up. So all of that halo will go. So can you see the difference? And that's one of the reasons that Carnation do this. You get all that detail in there, which just accentuates the die, accentuates the detail, but you can see the difference the die makes with these. So you've got that, but that is why you get that halo. So even if it goes slightly off, you can see the colorways matches. So even if it goes slightly off, it's still usable. You haven't run that through for no reason. You can still use it. So, oh, we've got some paper with that one as well. Let's pull that out. Boop. So let me move that over there. And then we're gonna put this on. That was you, that was going out, Taz, that wasn't me. You moved the camera and you made it all wonky. I don't know, but it obviously wasn't me. No, as if it would, it's just you. Right, so we're going to use this bit again, and we're going to use it like a shelf, okay? So we're going to pop a little bit of foam on the back of here, and this is exactly what I mean about why I like this foam so much. Look at that, it just fits perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. So this is gonna go on there like that. There. So I'm gonna pop that there. Here, oh, I feel like I need it to be low. Oh, tougher. He's gonna go there. We're gonna have him sticking his head out of there, so let's use some right, we're gonna just pop a bit of pin flare on here, and he is just gonna sit right on the bottom there. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna add in bits on the shelf and bits down here, so it looks like they have been up to mischief. So let's add some glue on here, and then we can add these in. So pop that on there. So I'm going to pop that beer bottle there, and then we've got some glasses, so we can pop these on, and then just add a little bit of glue just to the bottom, because obviously I've raised this shelf up. So just add the glue just to the bottom of whatever you're sticking on it, and then that's going to stick on there, but it's going to be raised up then because it's not going to stick to the back. So you can see they keep their height. And then I've got another one here, so same thing, just adding a little bit of glue on the bottom, And we'll pop that on there. Oop. Like that. I'll just squish them a bit. Right, and then we're going to add in these little tear bits. So these could be bits that he's just broken, popping his head in. So we're basically going to add like a little pile of papers over here. We're going to add, oh, other side. So this bit is going to sit there. So that's going to stick on his mouth. You want to hold it? Right, let me just pinch that. There. Stay. Right, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that. So this is one of the beauties of having the mirrored vignette. So that's been cut out that way, and that's the way it's been designed to, but you can flip it. So that looks like I've got two different dies there now, but all I'm doing is just using the reverse. And we're going to pop that there, and I'm going to pop it under one foot and have it in front of the other, so he looks as if he is in that little pile of mess, having the best time. And then we're going to add in a bit more. Oh, that is going to tuck in there, like so. And then I think that's about it. Look at him. Oh, they're so cute. You just can't be mad at those faces, can you? Can't be mad. Oh, that's what we should have asked people, Taz, if they've got like a funny pet story. We are back at 2 with this, so if you've got a funny pet story, let us know by at the 2 o'clock show. I want to have your, I bet there is some funny pet stories out there. So let us know if you've got any funny pet stories that we could listen to. So this is our Naughty Pets Crafter Select that we've got for you today. It's on a show price of $22.99, and it is the absolutely naughtiest die set I think that we've got. It is absolutely adorable. You get so much in here as well. Shall we show you the board so you can see exactly what you get? So you can see you've got your cats, you've got your dogs in here, you've got the elements to build up those scenes of the pets being naughty, such as these. So you can see exactly what it is that you're going to be able to do with them. So when you look at the samples, you'll see exactly how the design team have built these up to make those lovely scenes of these naughty animals getting up to mischief. It's what you imagine they get up there. Or when you walk in and you've seen the mess and the destruction that they've left behind. They are just absolutely adorable. So Taz has got some messages for us.
Yes, I've got a couple before we go and come back at 12. So Suzanne Page said, Miss Taz is on Crafty Fire this morning.
Oh, that's gone straight to her head,
Suzanne.
let me tell you.
It already has. And then we've got Sam Smith that says the dogs' names could be Naughty Norman and Dennis the Menace.
Oh, they're really good.
And then we've got Suzanne again who said absolutely stunning cards this morning, Laura.
Oh, thank you.
And then one last comment over on YouTube. We've got Michelle who says, I'm obsessed with doors today apparently. Another door with the letterbox, a letter falling through, and then she says you can have the ripped one on the floor.
Do you know my parents' dog used to do that? They could not leave him anywhere near. If letters came through the door, they would get destroyed within 2 seconds. But let us know, and let us know at 2 o'clock if you have any funny pet stories. We will be back at 12 with, just to say, we'll be back with at 12. So I hope you can join us at 12 and then come back at 2 for some more naughty pets. So if you have any naughty pet stories, let us know at the 2 o'clock. But hopefully we'll see you at 12 as well. And we'll see you then.